Wait, bro is from Australia, chat. Damn! Wow. Mr. Australia. Alright. Light spender. Light spender. But I will let you be the judge of that. Alright, Mr. Light Spender. Final Herda caster is no morals. Potentially Archer Saber if you can recommend it. Rest in peace, Jing. Who the f is Jing? Extra note. As a reminder, I've been playing since 2.0 at the start of Pinot Kani, which is why most of my roster have some older units. Since the first account review in 3.0 you gave me, I have taken most of your feedback into consideration, but now I'm stuck because we are in the final few patches before version 4. Open to suggestion and feedback on what is beneficial into new versions. Some things my account voice is the same, but I like to believe that it improved and some goodies. I would like some suggestion on which unit should I potentially craft Relics on the roster. I'm also questioning if I should use a resin to craft resin dice. I only have 2 for subset and 1 blue dice. Okay, any advice is appreciated. Apologies for any inconvenience and trouble, bro. This sounds like he's way too serious, man. This is Mardu. One of the villagers below is my data, blah blah. And we'll pay them. Okay, very, very good. Very, very nice. Okay, Mr. Australia. Okay, that is not Mr. Australia. Remember us. Remember that we once lived. Okay. Okay, you have a little bit. Right, you have a little bit. Right, you have a little bit. You have a little bit. It's all good. A little bit. Okay. Free, by the way. This is free. This is free. Okay. Wait, this actually looks like a light spender though. Wait, this actually he doesn't have a single idolin except for E1 Rummy. Wait, this is hella relatable. Yeah, this is hella relatable. Yeah, this is really relatable. Do you have E1 tribute? Bro, I think this account looks pretty good, guys. This account does look pretty good. It's like an actual light spender account. Okay, just that he has a lot of them 5 stars. Yeah, he has a lot of 5 stars. Like a lot. I think he has like 7 different DPS, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just gonna kill you, man. 4, 5, 6. This is 3, so I don't want to count it. 7. 7. And I guess this is like half-ish. 7.5 main DPS teams. So let's see where bro is doing as he stands right now. 6, 7. That's real good. That's real. Ooh. Okay, you know what? Bro, gold is pretty good, guys. For a light spender, gold is pretty good, right? It's relatable enough. Alright, it's with a 2 cycle dispatch. Alright, with the premium. Wait, you're skipping Cyrene? Hell nah, bruh. You're skipping Cyrene? Okay, wait. Let me see a little bit more about it. It's a minor concern. It's a minor concern. Okay. 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 I guess it ain't that bad, right? It ain't that bad. Damn. Okay. Yeah, it ain't that bad. Oh yeah, I feel like this account is not in a desperately bad shape, right? It's not in a desperately bad shape. Gears wise, looks pretty decent. 81,115. Tune for Sunday, yeah. Tune for Sunday. Wait, traces first. Almost very good traces. Very good traces for the most part. Okay, nobody cares about Kawawa. Okay. Yeah, very good traces for the most part. Yep. Yep. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, his trailers are fine. Okay, I guess it's just a stats, right? Final actually looks really, really nice, TBH. Damn. This can definitely improve. It's kind of okay. Yeah, this can definitely improve. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it's not that bad. Right, I feel like with the maybe a little bit more crit damage, but this final is relatively okay. Above average final, I would say. Sarija 138, 4.5k attack. Damn! Yo, pretty good. pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 2 speed up in there. Alright, that's fine. Attack boots, but you have quite a lot of speed subs. Right, you have a lot of speed subs. Okay, you have so many speed subs you can actually run attack boots and still maintain 138, which is honestly really good. I don't think this area needs that big of a difference in terms of help. There's a little bit. Nah, there's no none, but nah, I think this area is completely fine. If you want, you can get yourself a Von Weg for like some certain situations. Wait, how many Von Wegs do you have? This is a sign of if you're a good player. You have 9 Von Wegs to your name. Oh my god, bruh. Okay, for a casual, I guess it's fine. For a casual, I guess. Oh no, wait. Speaking of casual, do you play the best game mode in HSR? I feel like if you look at a man's currency war progression, it speaks a lot about his character. You get what I'm saying? Like, what does bro use for his team? Ooh. Wow. Okay, so the moment you hit A8, you're done. Alright, the moment he hit A8, he's done. Oh, that's a little bit unfortunate. You're missing out. I just want to say you're missing out. This is legit the most fun game in the entire HSR. Don't worry about it. Let's just move on a little bit more. Sunday at 135. Speed tune is okay. I'm assuming that once you get the speed, it should be faster than Sunday, so that should be good. Ramada is 3. Vonway is also a blight, so that's gonna be complete. 5.8k attack. 5.8k HP is crazy though. Yeah, this Rame is really good. D Herda 129, 88.5, so 100% crit rate. 100% crit rate. This is good. This is good. This is good enough. This is okay. Ice damage boost, okay, and as well as okay, this Dioda is good enough. If you want to, you could consider greeding for more speed than run attack boots. If you want to greed, because what I noticed for Dioda is that if you were to run attack boots, you just get enough energy regeneration sources from my Tribi and next one that comes up. She actually gets a lot of extra value from the ultimate itself. So I've used attack boost D Herda for like the past 6 months. I don't really think of like going back to speed, right? But that's my personal observations. In any case, that's gonna be fine. I across at 75, 189, right? E0 S1. Yeah, E0 S1. So that's gonna be plus 12. It's gonna be 87. 87, 3.4 is kind of okay. Holy shit, that's really good. That is really good. That is good enough. That is kind of A. That is kind of A. Okay, I think this aircon is kind of good enough. If you want to cheat, right, for example, if you want to do a cheating method like Sarah of the Lake, you can just run 2-piece crit rate, 2-piece crit damage, just for like the raw crit values. If you want to just make it like a little bit better for the overall final sets. But I think this aircon is looking pretty nice. You kind of probably would need like vertical investment in terms of the cost. So do you have Jiao Qiu? You have Jiao Qiu, right? Okay, so I'm guessing I'm still going to be using Jiao Qiu with Aircraft. Wait, hold on. Let me look at this Jiao Qiu real quick. Okay, Eagle 4-piece. Alright, you do have Eagle 4-piece. 1 that's good. EHR speed. Fire damage. This can change the HP if you find your Jiao Qiu is like dying too quickly. Cause his damage is almost like completely negligible. But if it can sustain really well with HP, then I wouldn't worry too much about it. But yeah, this looks kind of G. Jingyuan, nobody cares. Fei Xiao. Is that E0S0 Fei Xiao? What the f? Oh my god, bro. The disrespect, bro. The disrespect. Nah. Okay, if you're not gonna treat my wife right, you just shouldn't use her. But in any case, I think this red stuff is gonna be fine. So that's gonna be that. Saber plus Sunday should be 100% crit rate. So 133. But you kind of need to speed tune this a little bit more because your Sunday is gonna be faster. So if you wanna swap it, either make her a little bit faster or make Sunday a little bit slower. Other than that, I wouldn't also worry about it too much. Sao Soto is fine, wind damage is fine, speed is fine, crit damage. Yeah, this Saber is kind of fine. Right, just make her a little bit faster so they can outspeed your Sunday. So that's gonna be that. Cazares is 68 to 13. Okay, looks G. Holy shit, that's really good. Oh my god, that is really good Cazares though. That is a really good Cazares. Holy Holy, okay, this caster is really, really good. Probably top 10 caster, not gonna lie. Very, very strong subset on everyone. I think it's a 3.5 like 4 average subset, so this is actually really, really strong. I wouldn't worry about it at all, so that's gonna be done. Archer is yeah, it's good enough. Because as long as you have that 100% crit, it should be good enough. Damn, that's pretty good. If you do have yourself a Sparkle to combine with Archer, yes, you do. Okay, Sparkle is gonna be on Circuitous and your Broken Kill as one. Oh, you only have 2. Oh, bro. Oh, that's kind of relatable. Okay, then you kind of need to swap them around, right? You kind of need to swap them around. What is your 164 speed, 5k HP? You also get a effect. Yeah, I think this Sparkle is kind of fine. I would just say that if in the future, if in version 4, it actually becomes a HP scaling meta, then you probably might want to consider getting this for the new set. There was there's the Tengoku live stream set, so you might want to consider thinking about it as well. Because I believe that your ropes can be basically improved a little bit, right? Because I don't think you need to care about speed at all, especially if you're gonna be running Sparkle, and this is just like 2 rolls on crit. So if you run Tengoku, I think that should be a pretty decent alternative. And you are also overcapping a little bit on crit, which is like 7 crit value. So just change that. This PT 4K attack 146 speed, I think that is way more than enough. Yep. Yeah, it is way more. And you even have energy regeneration rope, so I don't think you need to worry about it at all. So the HP is completely fine. Ease your S1 bottom morning rank. Bobbin on 137. 2-2 attack, right? Yeah, okay. Bobbin and nowadays is just a very, very easy to build. So nothing too much to worry about as well. And yeah, this is completely fine. Kerala, nobody cares. Honestly, at this point, if you're running Ease your S0 Firefly. Do you want to play Super Break? Like, if you want to play Super Break, I guess you can consider yourself if you want to get any more vertical investment for the cost. So, I think you have yourself a few, right? So, you have invested in the field, you have invested in Ling Shao, you also have an E1 on me. So, if you are going to be playing Super Break, might want to see if you can replace one of these options. I don't think I'm ever going to be replacing Fuke. So, for that case, see if you can run a Sustainers Firefly to replace the, let's just say if they release like a better Super Break support. You can just kill Ling Shao, then run Sustainers Firefly. Or you can just kill Firefly, and then just run like Ling Shao as a DPS. Then you can run the Dahlia, right? So, they're gonna be that. Ling Shao is looking pretty relatable. This doesn't do too much. I would not run this on Ling Shao. If anything, I would literally just run a 4-piece Eagle. If you are in doubt, I did think just run 4-piece Eagle for everything, and you are pretty much able to get everything opened down with it. So that is gonna be that. Energy regeneration rope, that is fine. Your break effect might be a little bit low. A little bit low, but it's still kind of manageable. So don't worry too much about it. Jiaoju, I really went through Topaz. Ooh, frankly speaking, I just think Topaz is a buff. So if they're not gonna buff her, then kind of air there. Yeah, no comments. He's gonna move on. This is 172 with. Oh hell nah, bro. That is crazy. Hell nah. That is crazy. Hell nah. Wait, where's the Mimi Lycone? Okay, use this by the way. This is a very, very strong Lycone for RMC. Very strong. This was a Lycone that got us the 0 cycle dispatch on Anomaly Arbitration. It's a ridiculously strong Lycone. So I will just run this. Then make bro speed a little bit faster and it should be completely fine. If you cannot hit a speed threshold for RMC, you don't have to force it. Right? You don't have to force this set. And frankly speaking, I feel like this set is just it's just hella bait. It's a giga master bait. Unless you have like really, really good subsets, I will not run this set. So you're getting like 2Bs, 1-Whack, or any of the other sets, you can just kind of run with that. Then getting more additional 2B speed, just make it a little bit faster. Or even get the OG 4-piece Eagle, that can also work as well. Other than that, it should be completely fine. Evernight 66 is fine because Jenny's 65. Wow. Damn. Okay, I feel like your Evernight gear is so good. It feels a little bit wasteful that you're not gonna get cyrene. Because you have a very, very strong Evernight investment, right? Wait, how is your team again? Hold up. How is your team? Oh, your team is also pretty good though. Your team is also pretty good. Energy? Damn. Okay, your gears right now are like really, really good. But I feel like at this point, what I would do, based on what I know as of right now, I would, I feel like I've seen enough of the units. I can just go into the plan leader for teams, right? What I will do right now, first of all, you kill Rame. Alright, Rame doesn't need to fill in the final team. Get yourself a DHPD. Alright, so whatever this is, right, whatever this is, if you want to use Finon, you would invest in the E2 Finon. Yeah. If you want to use Casterus, wherever the Casterus team is. Okay, I guess okay, you know what? Just kill this team, right? Just kill this. Don't even have to worry about it. If you want to use Casterus, so let's just say this team, right? This is the OG Casterus team. Essentially what I would do is get yourself a Cyrene. So if you are gonna be getting the Cyrene to replace E1 Chibi, you can then put E1 Chibi on a team with D Herda. Alright, so for example, if you were to kill Qing Liu, you can just kind of do this. Get this. So this team, right? So you can take away your Hyacinth and just run DHPD instead. So this team can kind of rotate by itself depending on which enemies are going to be up against. So between D Herda, between Casterus, and between Finon, I think these three are main teams. Everything else, I feel like you don't have to worry about it too much because you I kind of want to make sure that you can build a team for version 4 as well. I feel like the problem with this account right now is that you have too many teams. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I guess a nicer main DPS, so like 7.5. You have like 7.5 different teams, and all of them are spread across version 2 and version 3. So I would say that you would be better off if you can just really limit your attention to like ideally within 2 teams, so that by version 4, that third team can still be used in anomaly arbitration. So all those other teams you can kind of, and there isn't really like a wrong answer, it just depends on how much you want to invest. The general rule of thumb is the newer the unit, the less cost they would need to keep up with the meta. So for example, if you want to make a version 2 team keep up with version 3, you will need more cost for them. Like for example, E2 Aqua, E2 Visual. But if you want a version 3 team to keep up with the current version right now, you don't really need E2 Casterus or E2 Final, right? Because they already perform as it is. Then by version 4, that whole logic is gonna carry itself forward. So you need like even more cost on version 2 and more cost on version 3, and then version 4 with the lowest cost, right? So there isn't a wrong answer. You can just kind of decide for yourself which team you like playing the most. So let's just say you decide like, okay, I want to play Casterus, right? If you want to play Casterus for 1 cost, you get Cyrene, and team can just go into the second team, right? But if you know for a absolute fact that your second team does not want to include, for example, D Herda, right? Let's just say you never want to play D Herda ever again, right? You don't see a value in E1 Chibi, then I think the incentive for you to push Cyrene is going to be a little bit lower. But I just feel like it's a little bit wasteful because right now, for 1 single cost, Cyrene would have the highest impact for this current team right now. So meta-wise, right? Meta-wise, this is also what Bob is doing, by the way. So like my free-to-play account, what Bob is doing is essentially meta-wise log in into Cyrene main DPS, or rather our Casterus main DPS with Evernight, Hyacinth, and Cyrene. Then Bob's second team is going to be running E0 Azure Herda, E0 Azure Nexa, E1 Chibi, and whatever the sustains is just going to be DHPD. Though those 2 will be my free-to-play teams because Bob skipped final. And okay, frankly speaking, I think you pulling for this is low-key a mistake because you don't really need that many teams, right? Because like you essentially have 3 different version 3 teams, and all of them need their own different variations of like support. So like for example, Final's best vertical investment is E2 Final. Then D Herda's best vertical investments, you really go out next up. So there really isn't too big of a need to like get anything else unless you want to get E2 D Herda or stick on the E1 Chibi. And then Casterus is obviously gonna be your E0 Cyrene to replace your E1 Chibi, right? So because you have like so many different teams, you are a little bit inefficient because this team, it could just not exist and just run your other 2 version 2 teams. So either your Acheron or your Facial version 2, I'm pretty sure they can still clear Night 1, 2, 3, any of those for you, and then you stick to the other 2 version 3. So going to version 4, these 2 are like kind of homeless. Like that, I mean, it is right, they're just kind of homeless, and you would then be stuck in a position where if you were to pull for a version 4 team, you're gonna have even more homeless teams because you can't use all these teams at the same time. And I don't think their dedicated support, for example, Sarija, is gonna cross-reference with the next archetype. Alright, so for Bob, he is dedicating this 100%. So Bob is 100% logged in to Casterus. He's definitely gonna be using Casterus in version 4. Then my second team for Bob, which is our D Herda team, because I know for a fact that in version 4, we are going to be getting a new archetype, and I don't know what the archetype is. I kept this team like as the low cost as possible, right? That's why my Bob has like E0 Azure Herda, E0 Azure Nexa. We only have an E1 Chibi, which is technically just 2 costs, and then we're getting a free sustain for DHPD. So if this team eventually I want to pivot into version 4, I can have the resources to do so because I basically have like what 250 overpulls saved up for version 4, right? And at your current point of time, you have like 30 pulls, right? You have 30 pulls. So you can, I would say, if 3.8 is a super break buff hatch, I would safely just skip out on 3.8. Then whatever version 4 is, you can decide for yourself if you want to start pivoting immediately or you still want to keep building on to your older units. If you don't want to pivot immediately and you still want to use your older units, then you can kind of get the vertical investment, for example, right? If you want to play Final, you can get E2 Final right now, right? Because E2 Final is the definitive vertical investment. So let's say you want to play E2 Final, you get it in this banner today, so you're going to be running E2 Final alongside your Casualist premium team. You technically wouldn't really need your E0 cyrene because you can still run E1 tribute with your Casualist. Then your D Herda, Facial, Akron, they can just take the back seat and they can just wait and see, right? If version 4.0 doesn't really entice you, 4.1, you don't really have to fool for it, right? Then you can wait and see like what is the middle of version 4 is gonna be, because that's usually when like the meta and like the archetype it will finalize into exactly what archetype is gonna be. So like for us, we didn't really know what was the meta until Casualist came out. And in version 2, we didn't really know what was the meta until Firefly came out, right? Which is super great as well as Hate Remembers respectively. So that would be my suggestion on how you can go about playing your pools. And like I mentioned, it just depends on what you like. And the best of all this is the more units you pull, the better you can get at currency war, right? Which is also pretty good. So it's like, you know, currency war is actually the real endgame HSR, so I don't need to worry about it. Whether or not you want to clear content in like your end content, I don't even think you need it because you are literally clearing every single end content. So you think they just not pull a single unit and you'll be completely fine. But for relics, I think your relic quality is already pretty decent. If you ask me where I would spend my relics, there really isn't a wrong way if you want to dump it into the elite sets. Because you don't need anything else, right? So if I want to dump it to the 2-piece one whack, if I want to dump it into the 4-piece ego, even though the other set is completely useless, it is not too much of a difference. Because if I were to farm for, let's just say, the team set, I don't really use this set anyways. So a lot of sets nowadays, you don't really need both. I think the most universal one as of now is probably still Sacrados plus a Scholar, especially if your gears are complete shit. But I think your gears are really good, right? You have a very, very strong set of gears. So you might as well just go full elitist, found a of ego, and then just do like, you know, all 25% action really much all the kind of stuff. So that is pretty much gonna be my review for Mr. Australia. For those who come after, very nice. I think this account is a very nice channel. I think this is a pretty standard A- account. I think this will give it be an A- account. So I will be wrapping up this account review over here. If you want to do your account reviews, first of all, don't do them. Unless you absolutely need, you have no idea what to do, then you can do exclamation review and join our Discord. Other than that, that is pretty much gonna be it. Word of the day is gonna be Australia. Join the use code both of them on Game All the best. I will see you guys at time. Also, actually, yep, a little bit slower, but I'm super high on Game All right.